Okay, how'd that go, everybody? Whoops, let me just turn off that timer. Okay, how'd that go for everybody? Were you able to figure it out, negotiate all the little buttons and move forward? Or were you completely lost?
I taped you and I'm just trying to type down all the instructions. And get it
Yeah,
all-
okay, well, the more you do it, the more you'll figure it out. Had anybody else actually do it?
Yeah, I've got that down. I've got that part down. I was working on the video part and doing some practice videos. So I have a question about the script about saying that you like to work with fun and ambitious people.
Yep.
If they're not fun and ambitious, isn't that a real tell that you have not looked at their profile?
Well, I think everybody considers themselves fun and ambitious. I mean,
Okay.
I take a fraction of a second to look at their profile and make
Okay.
sure that they have photographs that are real, make sure
All
that
right,
they
yeah.
haven't been hacked, you know, that kind of stuff. But I'm not really analyzing whether they're fun and ambitious.
Okay, good.
That I'm just putting it out to the universe that that's who I'm looking for, because that's my tribe, fun and ambitious people.
Right. So you do take a second to look at their profile anyway. So
do.
that was my question. Good. Thanks.
I do, because there are people that have been hacked. You know, there was somebody that I was going to friend the other day, but somebody had hacked her account. She had one picture there. That's the other thing. You know, I've maxed out the 5,000 people. And so I'll go through my friends. And if somebody says, oh my gosh, I'm not interested at all, you know, I can't believe it's network marketing, I can't believe you're doing it or whatever, then I just unfriend them. Next, you know, I unfriend them to leave a little space for another person who might want to know more about what we have. And the other people I unfriend are people that don't have a profile picture. So if they're a gray and white little, you know, face, I just unfriend them, because obviously they don't take Facebook very seriously. I mean, not that, you know, Facebook is something to take seriously, but I'm just saying that they're obviously not on it. Otherwise they'd have a profile picture, that kind of stuff. So I just, you know, I want to have the most engaged people on Facebook as people that I'm reaching out to. Go ahead, Deb.
Where are you storing that message so that you can move it?
You know what? Honestly, I've sent so many of them now that I'll just go to one of the ones that I've sent,
Mhm.
just copy and paste right off Messenger.
Okay.
Are you doing this to anybody that you have not friended?
You know what?
Cindy?
I'm not doing
Okay.
that because I want them to feel like I'm one of them. I live in the Valley. They live in the Valley. We have 100 of the same friends. And I know that when I message them, if I'm friends with them, it goes onto an easier place for them to find it. They'll get a notification.
Right.
They have messages, where if I'm not friends with them, it goes into this weird thing. And I don't know about you, but every once in a while I discover these messages that have been there since like last January. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how long have these been?
Yeah.
I had no idea. So
Okay.
yeah, so I friend them.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is, you know, it's not like real life. It's not like you become friends so quickly and you unfriend people so quickly. You know, it's not real life that way. You know, so, but if you friend somebody and they're not interested, you just unfriend them. And unfriending them sounds pretty harsh. You're not unfriending them. You're just removing them from your list of people that might be interested in ASEA. That's all, right? It's not because they're not interested in ASEA, you can't be friends. It's not like that, right?
Okay. So do I understand correctly that they need to accept your friend request before they see your messages?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the one department, they'll still see your messages if they know to look at this other place on Facebook. But you know, if you're not a aficionado in Facebook, you don't know all these bells and whistles. You know, most people, you know, don't have a master's degree in Facebook. You know, they're just going on, looking at a couple things and then going on with their life. They're not living there, you know?
If you send them 3 or 4 messages, a lot of times they'll see your message. It'll start flashing at the top saying, so-and-so wants to contact you. So that'll help them see your message faster. So one, I'll do I'll say hi in one, and then I'll say, looking for like-minded people who might be interested in being friends or who want to connect. And then I'll do a third one, just saying, how are things? And then a lot of people will see that little thing, it'll come up on the top corner of the messenger. and it'll pop up faster, so they might see it sooner. It's not guaranteed, but it helps.
There you go. Thanks, Adam. Any other questions or comments this morning before we wrap it up? We're going to go walk up Buttermilk, get some exercise.
Hey,
Anybody else have a question?
I had something really interesting. There was a person who keeps messaging me. I started messaging him back, telling him my story. You know, he's right in front of me. I didn't bother to, you know, he's a boyhood friend, or he's actually a neighbor that I went to writing off. So I started a relationship.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I mean, there's people everywhere. I mean, and oftentimes it's our paranoia that's getting in the way. You know, there's all kinds of people out there that want to know about ASEA, that want to hang out with us, that they'll want to do anything that we're part of because they like us. And if they don't know us, they want to get to know us. And so if you know I mean, if that's your worldview, right, then you're going to find those people. If your worldview is, oh my gosh, everybody hates network marketing and everybody's going to think I'm an idiot because I'm doing network marketing or I'm working with this, you know, molecular salt water from Salt Lake City, if that's your worldview, then you're going to have a heck of a time sponsoring people because your mindset is not on right, you know? So that's why we keep coming back to the why and working on the 6 inches between your ears, because if you don't have this computer working properly, you know, you're going to put out the vibes that attract the people that are just problems, you know, they just do not make your life easier. You know, they just drag you down. And Bonnie Taylor is somebody we used to study with, and she used to say, make sure you're spending your time with motors, not anchors. You know, the motors lift you up, the anchors bring you down. And so you can just kind of, you know, when you're thinking about somebody, say, man, when I spend time with Benita, after our conversation, I feel so alive, you know? And then there's other people where I'm like, oh my gosh, whenever I talk to, you know, Gertrude, I feel like I just got, you know, doused with a wet towel. You know what I mean? She's just like, holy smokes, I can't barely stand it. So, you know what I mean? People want to hang out with people that have great energy, that are alive, that are going somewhere. And I mean, at the end of the day, people want to have fun. You know, they want to live their life on purpose and they love making a difference. I spoke to a person yesterday that, you know, she's not interested in ASEA. She has a fascinating story, and she started we're going to have her on the ASEA Global Expansion Team Zoom on in March 8th, I think it is. But anyway, she was a single mom with 4 kids whose husband was horrible and, you know, abused her and kept her from the money and just awful stuff. And so eventually she kicked him out of the house, and now she's a single mom raising 4 kids all by herself. And she's never, you know, she was young when this happened, so she never really had a job. She really never learned to earn money, how to earn money, but she's a survivor. And she started this business on her own about teaching people about resiliency, about how to earn money, about how to get back on their feet when they've been kicked, you know, to the alleyway. I mean, and so we just created this great friendship yesterday, spent about an hour on Zoom together, just getting to know each other. And, you know, and so I'm going to have her on our call because I think what she's teaching the world is really important and really important for the ASEA family to know about, you know. And then I said to her, you know, please send me your slides that you're going to use for your presentation for that half an hour. And in the meantime, I'm going to send you some information on ASEA because I think you need to know who your audience is. So who knows? I mean, maybe she'll become a customer on ASEA. Maybe she's become an ASEA associate. Maybe she'll just teach us about resiliency. I don't know. I'm not trying to control the process. I'm just, you know, looking for cool people that are doing cool things, that are living their life on purpose so that, you know, we can move forward. So, you know, don't become such a control freak that you're trying to make something out of nothing. You know, you're only 50% of the relationship. They are the other 50%. Let them do their 50%. Don't play 100% of the relationship. That's not a relationship. That's a I don't know what that's called, but that's a, a monologue, you know? So anyway, you guys have an incredible day. We'll see you on Monday. Let me tell you who the trainer is. In fact, I can tell you next week's trainers, which are pretty exciting. Let's see, next week we're going on to the 22nd. So we have Benita Rogers on Monday. We have Kevin Saunders on Tuesday. We have Lynn Matthews on Wednesday. We have Terry Latham on Thursday. And I'm still looking for somebody for Friday. It might be Jack Clark. Okay, so have an incredible day, guys. Have an incredible weekend.
Bye, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Really great.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Cindy.